Hi, Greg Munden here for mealsfortruckers.ca. I have the pleasure of being in Adroit Technologies office building today in downtown Kamloops, and I'm with the owner, Chris Brunsgaard. Chris, I wanted to take the chance to just get together with you and say thank you very much for what you've done for this program. I think back to the start of this and going from a Facebook page and John suggesting that we reach out to you and see if you could help spin up a web page. And you probably laughed the first communication that I sent. Hey Chris, it's Greg. So I need mealsfortruckers.ca. So I look you up on a weekend. Hey, I need a website.
Text
2 days.
message.
Yeah. Can you I need to spin up real quick without even a plan. I mean, this thing, as with the whole program, this whole thing really just evolved as it went. And what I really appreciate is that you guys came in, settled us down, and actually put some structure around, and still, I mean, incredibly quickly. I don't know. You always hear the horror stories of the web development that turns into a year-long project, and I mean, this was spun up in a week or week and a half, and even better than that, it was a really great, strategically, it was well thought out. You guys built some back-end technology and some capability so that our suppliers that want to register on the site, they can manage their own services.
Yeah.
And I thought that was way more than we even thought we would do, probably more than some of us thought was possible, and certainly way more than we thought in the tight timeline. So I mean, tell me about your approach and your team, and we love what you did.
We're actually, as a team, we're really excited about it. It was really kind of cool to be able to come into these things. I know when we talked at the beginning of this, I was like, our business, like being able to have the expertise we have, being able to give back like that was really unique to us. It was really neat that we're established and we're big enough to be able to take on something like this and be like, okay, let's just make it happen. Yeah. This, as much as we're having this conversation, this is my team. This is my team.
I mean, Beth,
Beth, Sebastian, there's Deepak, there's Carlos, there's a team, and those are most of our web team that we have in the background there. And yeah, Beth came up with the whole design. She came up with the logo. It was absolutely just amazing. I was shocked to see even what she came up with, because I was like, oh, what are we going to come up with in 3 days? She puts this together. I'm like, well, okay, that's that's pretty much perfect. So she's been just rocking it. The whole team's been in the background taking care of these things. And I mean, when you look at the map and you look at all the stuff that's on it now, like there's just
across Canada.
Yeah. Like we'd never anticipated that. And I know, you guys initially you're like, oh well, we've got all this stuff on the Facebook page. What do we do with this? And we established very quickly that Facebook just wasn't a good medium to manage this information. And where are we going to go with this? And where can we take it? What's really cool now is talking with you and BCTA there and going, what do we do with this now? We've got this really cool tool, this really useful tool that's being accessed and has value. Where do we take it from here? How do we carry this forward? And that's even more exciting to me. It's like, it's really cool to spin something up right away. But
well, and I think that's
the longevity of it?
I think again that's sort of the evolving story in this, is that this was going to be food trucks. Here's a place to find food trucks and restrooms and those types of facilities, and from there it's gone from that to which still exists, but restaurants that can accommodate the trucking industry, fueling stations, tire shops. I mean, the list really is going on and on, and
it goes on and on. And what's even more great about it is now all these people who are wanting to help and be involved as well. All these other the card locks, the food trucks, the restaurants, these small mom and pop food shacks and places, everything to the large industrial companies are all stepping in and all playing a part in something like this. And they have a place to put all this information. And just that it's just really cool to see that whole side of the community really stepping up in that whole industry. all together.
Yeah, there again, you know, a place to recognize sponsorships and you know, the companies that have, like you said, stepped up to get involved with this initiative and give them some recognition back and appreciation for what they've done. And really, you know, that's why I wanted to meet you today, is to really extend the same thing to you. I mean, you guys have been a key kind of founding partner in this thing, and again, you know, I not asked for a single thing from day one and putting this together, and I think that was a big ask on our part, and it was, you know, big expectations. You know, and I don't think we had those expectations that we would have something as good as this, but sincerely appreciate you guys stepping up and you know, donating the energy and the time and the technical knowledge and everything that goes with it. It's been a real pleasure to work with you guys.
We've had so much fun with it.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it also. And, you know, these things, you know, we hope they don't come up all the time, and we don't need to be thinking about this stuff.
Yeah.
But we really enjoyed working with you guys on it. As well. I wonder if we should tell people also, this is literally the first time we've met in person.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're still just kind of 6 feet apart.
6 feet apart, but yeah, it's
but
been a couple months now. Literally the first time we met in person.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's been great to see your office, and I highly encourage anybody that is watching this. You know, I'm sure your business isn't limited to Kamloops.
Not at all.
You virtually probably can work with anybody, and I would, based on my experience, which you know, we paid nothing to get this level of service. I can only imagine the level of service probably no different. It's probably that same high level of service whether you pay for it or not, but highly encourage you to reach out to Chris and Adroit Technologies to talk with them about any of your technology needs, because you'll be impressed. So thanks again, Chris.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
Yeah.